Today it's time to discuss some useful tips for playing top drives. Mike on top drives. Hey, I'm Mike. In this video I'm going to discuss a few of the elements of top drives and how to make them work for you. This is a wider topic than my previous tips videos, so there will be links out to some of those videos as we go along, if I feel like a specific video will help explain something in more detail. There should be tips for beginners, intermediate players, and hopefully also something interesting for players that have been around a few years. This video could be a useful resource for beginners, but it's not a beginner's guide to playing the game. There are other videos on YouTube taking you through the first stages of opening the game and playing their campaign. Honestly, I've never seen the value in making a video about the first few days of playing top drives because most people aren't going to watch a YouTube video before they actually download the game. You are guided through by prompts, so playing the game for the first time shouldn't need me to tell you what to do. Back to this video. Let's cover off a couple of the basic things before we talk more tactics, common mistakes, and frequently asked questions. Top drives is about collecting cars, upgrading cars, and using those cars in events and challenges. The three normal tunes for upgrading a car are 323, 233, or 332. 323 is the norm for super rare and below. 233 is the normal tune for ultra rare and above. That's a general rule. Don't follow it religiously because the low RQ ultra rares are floating somewhere between 323 and 233. If a car has a low 0 to 60 and not much in the handling figure, then it probably should be a drag car at 332. If a car has standard tyres for use on the wet or off-road tyres on the dirt, then often a 323 tune would be the favourite. It's actually not that simple, but if you were looking for a 2-minute overview, that's it. Since it's a collecting game, your empty garage slots are important. To save cars you unpack, you need somewhere to put them. Nowadays there are many ways to claim free slots through the objectives and through challenges, but at some point you would likely need to buy slots. It's the only way to grow your garage. You can buy slots anytime, but you will get better offers at regular times throughout the year, such as Black Friday, at Christmas time, and on the 4th of July. But there are other pack offers each month as well. The next three bullets are basic, but often overlooked by new players. Lock your cars. If you lock a car, then it's harder to sell or fuse it away accidentally. Lock the cars you want to keep and unlock fuse material cars that will be used to upgrade other cars. Log in each day. There is a daily reward and daily objectives which give you free stuff, cash and slots for completing basic tasks. If there isn't a challenge available to play 15 rounds for the objective, then you can intentionally one-star a daily challenge 15 times to collect that objective. Find yourself 3 cars that just win and 2 that lose. Always play your minimum races in events. You will see your position in the bracket is different to the rewards you are due if you haven't played the correct number of races. You will not get the correct rewards if you haven't met the minimum races for that event tier. Right, so tactics for collecting and upgrading cars. This is a large topic. I could have come at it from a few angles, but my other videos do cover this off pretty comprehensively. So here's 8 things that might interest you. Collecting cars is the ongoing task which you will always be working on. You will always be missing cars from the complete collection. That's what motivates players to open packs. Find a good balance between collecting cars and upgrading cars. Don't just spend every penny you have on opening ceramic packs looking for a legendary car. Use some of your in-game cash to make sure the cars you have are strong. Upgrade cars that you use over and over again. Don't upgrade a car because you like the picture. If there is a tag challenge, upgrade a wide coverage of cars. For instance, if most of your super rares in a tag are standard tyres, look for the ones that aren't. Prioritise upgrading the performance tyre cars or the off-roaders. Same works in reverse. If the collection is mainly performance tyre fast cars, look for the more twisty, high-handling cars or the standard tyre car that could be useful. Don't be afraid to keep duplicates of useful cars. You might want to collect all the cars in the game, but you will soon find out that half of them are underused or never used. Owning most of the cars in the game, or even most of the cars in a tag for a challenge, will help you massively when trying to complete challenges. But equally, owning a duplicate of a very useful key car will probably help you more. Understand the odds on packs. I have a video covering this in detail, but the principle of odds for each rarity are fixed. If they state there is a 20% chance of getting an epic, it doesn't mean that your 5th pack will have an epic in it. The odds reset for each pack you open. Check out my video on odds and how software generates a random number. It's worth understanding. Look at race guidance on a challenge round. There is clues to making the car choice easier. Obviously the track surface and weather is shown, but there are also other indicators to help you decide on the correct car to use. If there is a speed bump sign, then you need a car with medium or high ground clearance. If there is a rolling start icon, then the 0 to 60 number isn't as important as its mid and top end speed. There is also a handy little highlight that suggests the most important stat for each of the tracks as you move through them. It is very generic, but it could be useful to you as a new player. Not all race tracks are the same. If you lose, it'll mostly be by 50 points. If you choose to put a low RQ car on a drag race to save some of the RQ allocation for other races, then you risk losing by a lot more. Drag wins and losses are stacked with more points than twisty tracks. Always consider which car you put on the long drag tracks first and build a hand around that car. It is sometimes possible to win against an opponent with 1 great drag car and 4 mediocre cars that lose on the twisty tracks. When it comes to twisty tracks, the handling figure is key. The higher the handling figure, the better. However, the 0 to 60 figure does affect it, and the weight of the car is very important too. Don't just trust the number on the front of the cards. There are many parameters behind each car that aren't visible, but do affect the car's behaviour on the different tracks. As you are learning the game, keep an eye on the reasons for losing or winning a race. This is generally an indicator to help you understand the tracks and your car's performance. It is possible to make various mistakes every time you play top drives. However, here are 4 to avoid. Don't use gold to buy ceramic packs, or premium packs, aluminium packs, basic packs, or any of the lower end packs. Gold is hard to come by. You cannot buy carbon fibers or titanium packs with in-game cash. So if you want to open the better packs in the game, then you need to save gold for those packs. Use cash to open ceramic packs. Don't sell super rare, ultra rare, epic or legendary cars. They should be used as fuse material if you do not want to keep them. I would always keep every unique legendary you pull. If you pull a duplicate legendary, then you can use it in place of 3 epics to upgrade a different legendary. This is a big advantage, but you may want to consider keeping a duplicate if it is a very high RQ, say 90 plus. Keeping multiple low RQ legendary cars is pointless. They can be used more effectively as fuse material to upgrade a really good legendary. Don't restrict your garage by specialising in a manufacturer or in a specific country. Collect any good car you get. If you specialise in a certain type of car or manufacturer brand, then you will enjoy 1 or 2 events every so often, but you will find all the other events painful. Collect good cars, useful on different track surfaces, weather types, and from different countries and manufacturers. Top Drive doesn't care if you love BMW and own all of them in the game. You need a wide variety of cars to be able to compete in events each day. Don't upgrade cars for clubs. Clubs will be the easiest method of earning in-game cash, but you don't need to be competitive. Upgrade cars for challenges and important events. You can win cash in clubs without upgrading epics and legendary cars. Clubs exist in the game just to earn money. You choose your team when you start the game, but the other players in your team are not your friends. It doesn't matter if your team wins or loses. You are purely playing clubs to earn money. I have a pretty comprehensive video on earning money in clubs. It's worth watching. Let's go over a few questions that people ask. My garage isn't competitive, should I restart my account? No, absolutely not. You can restart as many times as you like, but it won't help. Top Drives is a long-term game. It will take a few years to be competitive. If you keep restarting, then you're just delaying that. People say my legendary is rubbish. Shall I sell it and buy ceramics to see if I can get a better legendary? No! You should never sell a legendary. All legendary cards have potential for use in a challenge series or in events. If you get a duplicate legendary card, then you can fuse it into another legendary as an upgrade, but never sell a legendary. Shall I upgrade the campaign cars? Putting a single fuse upgrade in your best campaign cars will help you in the early weeks of playing Top Drives. It did for me. I wouldn't max any of the cars you get from the campaign, but one upgrade may give you the edge over the other new players you are matched against in the player versus player events. Is there a quick solution to being competitive in Top Drives? No, there isn't. Being competitive takes time. You can reduce that time significantly by using real money to buy gold, so you can open the bigger carbon fibre and titanium packs. Or the other option is you can focus on being competitive when a new car update is released. When a new batch of cars is added to the game, all players have to collect them, starting from the same point of zero. If you get some good pack luck or open some of the bigger packs, then you may be able to compete in the events and challenges at a higher level than you would normally. A car update gives newer players the potential to compete, but be aware the bigger whale players will have opened all of those same packs, but they will also have the fuse material hanging around to be available to upgrade those cars. So you will still have that hurdle to jump. Shall I spend real money? That's up to you. There must be other things to do with your real money in the real world. However, I have spent money on Top Drives, so my response to this question should not hold any weight with you. You must make that decision yourself, but never spend money you cannot afford. How do I get help? Hello, I'm here. I have hundreds of videos on YouTube discussing Top Drives. Start with a tips playlist. If you want more specific advice, you can leave a comment in a video. I may not answer quickly, but I do try to answer all comments that are posted. Otherwise, if you want to talk to other Top Drives players, then join a Discord server. The official TDO channel is run by Hutch and moderated by volunteers. They have thousands of members and the conversation can move very fast. If you want a smaller Discord community with some experienced long-term players, then you can join my Top Drives pit. When things happen, we are there to discuss them. But with less quantity of members, there is less pressure to keep up with the conversation. The link to my Top Drives pit Discord server is in the video description if you would like to join. That covers off my general tips video for playing Top Drives. Don't forget, it is a game. It should be fun. Enjoy playing the game. Don't worry about making mistakes in the game. Just don't sell any cars to open ceramic packs. It rarely pays off. Most of the time you'll end up with worse cars than the ones you sold. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. School time is over. Get yourself out of here. We are done.